all Eritrea have to do is blow the whistle. Excuse me once again for the misinterpretation. All Eritrea have to do is blow the whistle. The rest of 190 countries will stand behind them and can be compensated for every deed these countries have done to them. And I think after March, it was March 6th that I read an article that said something that something like that. So now, after because since I draw Eritrea to, since I draw attention to, since I have approached Eritrea, and I draw attention to the Eritrean president, and I let them know about the existence of installing satellites and form the alliance the alliance the Prime Minister of Ethiopia have made with certain countries. He cannot draw or hope to draw the TPLF into war with Eritrea on one hand. What he can do is hoping to draw the TPLF into war with Fano on the other. This is what he can do. Since I draw March 6, Eritrea. I shed a light on Eritrea to be alerted. Now he will not hope to draw the TPLF into war with Eritrea, since he violated the agreement in the latest arrangement for possible maybe war with Eritrea on one hand and Fano on the other, like as an accused. But since I correctly and accurately shed a light as I should to my neighbor country Eritrea, now there's no chance that he will hope to draw the TPLF into war with Eritrea. But what he can do now is hoping to draw the TPLF into war with Fano militants on the other. And as Abiy thought these were clever acrobats. The PMP said also bring over Ola and the Fano to fight each other too. Abiy thought these were clever acrobats, getting the rivals to destroy each other, so he could reconsolidate all power. But it was foolish and reckless. It was mass calculation. The federal government has now lost control over most country and pledged Ethiopia into 20 states. So when he realized that the federal government has now indeed lost power over most of the country, especially these 3 states, now he is March 6. After I published March 6, the exact date that I published about Eritrea, March 6. Since I posted the right to Eritrea March 6, this thing, Tigray's People Liberation Force, this misunderstanding or confrontation between the Amhara's region and the Tigray's People Liberation Force. Once again, in Eritrea. 29 March. The Tigray Tamil accused the Amhara government of a specific name as World Guide. In settlement releasing the emergency. It's just a petty play that Abiy Ahmed is used to do and been doing and will continue eventually to do so. It's so clear his power by enemies. However, the Amhara dismissed controls the area of site first to Wolkai Traya have long-standing question of identity of governments. Statements allege that the former Tigray government of the area this could be easily be solved through meditation within third parties to negotiations within domestic country in Ethiopia, as they have been ruling ever since March 29 March. I don't see this could be a grounded motion to start to be a grounded reason to start another one between the Amharas, the Fanos, and the Tigray regions. which I love and admire both, by the way. So in order by doing so, I think since Amhara's Fanos has been gaining vast majority in Amhara, he wants to pit them against the Tigrayans, who already have went through one of the hell and very catastrophic, ugliest, deadliest, bloodiest war of this past decade. He wants to drop them to another ugliest bloodshed to the neighbor countries, using the same reasons that he used before, which is very, very scary and selfish and self-centered by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed for his own interest, by the way, so that the Fano will lose grounds and will be all over, will lose power now and then against the NDF, and he will later draw the Ola with maybe another party, another ethnic group, or maybe he will draw full of the NDF to Ola, secure Oromia regions, or however he planned it, by how Hassan perfectly explained it. What I meant is, right now, it's not too long ago that it's been also reported that PM Abiy Ahmed self-made famine stocks Ethiopia. After suffering it's very sad to even describe it. After suffering a violent civil war between military forces, Abiy Ahmed army, Tigrayans nearly barred peace, reconstruction, and access to food and water. But what was getting is famine perpetrated by Abiy. It's self-made, by the way. It's self-made. It's not that they barely need peace, construction, access to food and water. They also need compensation for what? For what they have went through. They went through one of the very, very inhumane and very. I feel bad for them, really, from the heart. I feel bad for the Tigrayans for what they went through. They went to one of the scariest, frightened and blood. They went to one of the inhumane, the catastrophic situations that a person or an ethnic or a group, a race might have went through. So it's not only they need peace, reconstruction, and access to food and water. I want to make sure they get every compensation, everything that they need, everything that the Tigrayans need, other than what they might lead to conflict with the Amhara's Fanos or the Amhara's regions. They need to get this. They need to get compensated for what they have been done to them. For example, like such things as this, from the ruling party of Abiy Ahmed, not the party, from the governor, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed himself, not other than not the other persons. For example, this is what he did. This is one of the scale. It sends shivers to my bones even reading this. More than 100,000. Can you imagine the number? 100,000. 100,000. It's like women may have been raped. May have been. So if it may have been, at least imagine 10,000, 10% of it during the 2-year civil war in Ethiopia northern Tigray region. According to the most comprehensive study of so far, it's attacks conducted by the Kumbula University, by Mr. Kiros Brahani. It's so very sad. The ordeal of Tigrayan women in Ethiopia. It's like whether you shot rape in Tigray during the war case of rape woman. Whether it's like, it's very, I don't want to do this, but whether you shot or not, no one's going to come and rescue. It's like whether you die, you'll die, or whether you get raped. Which one? Choice like this. It's like the very, very, to die or to be raped. It's like, wow. It's like what Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed done to Tigrayans, and not to mention the people that have been killed or what they have went through. And so, if anything other than reconstruction, food, and access to water or peace or whatever, they need to get compensated for what they went through, especially the women and the younger people. Everybody from Tigrayans. And other than that, this conflict with Amhara Fanos, it could be easily resolved and meditated, as it has been meditated and compensated so far until such time, until March 29. It's within deliberate intentions that Abiy Ahmed draw, like Hassan accused, and like he thought, hoping to draw the TPLF with Amara Fanos using the same way Walqai Tagade to pit them against each other and made conflict in another bloodshed to secure his power. Another miscalculation, perhaps a scary war against, which will result in another refugee flees, another bloodshed, another genocide, another rape, another mass self-destruction, another disaster for the country, which only help Abiy Ahmed, and Abiy Ahmed only himself to secure, not his party colleagues, not anybody, but himself only. Other than that, I want to impose about. Other than that, since the vast majority of Fano control Amara, it's within the Amhara's Fano's interest that they can negotiate. If there's gonna be, it's not Abiy Ahmed have to. It's like you are the. It's like you have to at some point, since the Fano have control of vast majority, you have to come in negotiation with them. No matter what they are saying, you have to relay. You have to lean to what in favor for them, since they are in control of the mass majority, or else the war will continue to go on. Another bloodshed will continue. Same with the Olas. I support both of them, since they are fighting against tyrants and Judah Iscariot, ruler of puppet of NSA, of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed. Which is not, the country is not, at this moment of speaking, the country is not even governed by Ethiopians. It's not even a sovereign country at this moment of speaking. It's NSA, DIA, Pentagon, aligning with France and most of, it's Pentagon. NSA is Pentagon, Department of Defense of USA, as a dual leadership that's leading the country, helping and leading Abiy Ahmed to do such things, to making the. It's a dual leadership within America, Department of Defense, Pentagon, and Abiy Ahmed that's leading the country. For him to use him as a puppet in order to block me to get to my country and to get the immediate access or the right message to the countries I mentioned above: China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, Turkey, Middle East, and such kind of Palestinians to help them get their genocidal justice and such in Middle East countries, African countries too. By using him as a puppet, since he's from the country as me, since they are doing me a favor, they will return the favor for him by helping him stay in power. So they will turn oblivious when he do such misdeeds or transgressions against his own people, like these rape accusations, like complicity in one's ethnic another country, and such things. Whatever they say, he'll turn oblivious. And another thing I want to draw attention is reports without borders RSF condemns Ethiopia's endless persecution of media covering the war in Amara region. The war in Amara region cannot be covered because of Ethiopia's endless persecution of the media. Now symbolized by Ethiopian News, YouTube channels that are 100 followers until recently forced to close last November by the arrest of one of its founders. The founder has been forced to flee the country. The other founder flees the other country. The other has been forced to close the other has been forced to country. The two founders has been one of them has been arrested. The other has been forced to flee the country. So the report of the borders has condemned Ethiopia's endless persecution of media covering the war in Amara region, which is very unfair because such like they say, while killing, going to door by door, killing 100 innocent civilians, or maybe another misdeed, another evil or unethical, immoral way of war crime might have took place in our regions, so it cannot be reported what's going on. Since the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Prime Abiy Ahmed, is endlessly pursuing and arresting and fleeing reporters. Another thing I want to draw is that regarding this another country I want to This is the House of Representative member Christian Tadler, taken by security forces. Parliamentary immunity ground. When you are representative of House of Representative of a member, there is immunity of Parliament that will help you to be there is parliamentary immunity, but it's been ignored when a member of House of Representatives, chairman of standing control, was taken from his house by security forces on Friday morning. His family confirmed to BBC Summer that several policemen wearing federal police uniforms took him from his home in Addis Ababa. According to his family, the police jumped in the face and turned their house, taking Mr. Christian and some belongings with them. Mr. Christian's family also said that one of the policemen beat him while he was taken to them. The next day at around PM, other policeman returned to Mr. Christian's home and conducted research. It's not known whether it's the right immunity as a member of the council was lifted. It was not lifted, but it's because the arrest was related to the state of emergency. So using the state of emergency as an excuse, even the House of Representative like Christian Tadele was persecuted by security forces and beaten, and was arrested. Meanwhile, the Minister of Government Communication, Dr. Legal, said in the press conference that the action taken in connection with the emergency situation. Since Friday, we have state unresting forces that are related to the issue, that are giving deployment and that are aggravating the problem in different ways. The executive body of the measure declaration will announce the measures to be taken in the next days. 2 days before his arrest, when the crisis region, when the crisis in Amar region escalated, Ayatollah Christian urged the administration of Abiy Ahmed to immediately stop the invasion and killing of innocent people. Like the former state minister of peace of the leader, Abiy Denda from Oromo and the Christian Tadele from Amhara. I'm deliberately speaking the race because this guy, Prime Minister of Abiy Ahmed, intentionally plays this counter acrobatics, like Hassan said, former diplomat Hassan played it. He wants to inflict one race, another race. He wants to hide behind race and such stuff. So 2 days before his arrest, just like the Oromo's representative, the brave Oromo person, the brave Ethiopian State Minister of Peace, Denda, Ato Christian, urged the administration of Abiy Ahmed to immediately stop the invasion of killings of innocent people and asked other parties to condemn the act. In recent House of Representative meetings, he challenged, House of Representative meetings, he challenged the Prime Minister to resign. He challenged him to resign and criticize the ruling party's management of prosperity. He also wrote articles criticizing the government on social media. What it led to his arrest. Using the state of emergency as an excuse, he's been arrested and beat by the policemen using wearing federal uniforms, which is a member of the House of Representatives and chairman of standing of committee, who